You guys do remember history in America when Martin Luther King said this.
At the very same time, America refused to give black people any land. Through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird the white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. They built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, people are receiving millions of dollars in subsidies not to farm. And they are the very same people telling the black man to pull themselves up by their own bootstraps.
You see, in history, America used our tax dollars of all people here, Black, Latin, Asian, and so forth, to give these white immigrants land to farm. They undergirded it with money, our money, gave them incentives, allowed them to become American citizens faster than those who were waiting in line, which lifted white people in number, which made them more powerful by number, something these Americans are doing again. And what I mean by these, I mean these white nationalists. They're kicking out brown people, bringing in white people, and telling you they're not racist. Not only are they bringing these people into this country, these South Afrikaners, these people are being expedited via executive order to be able to become Americans a lot faster than any other culture that's being here. At the same time, getting rid of the Afghanistan protections, those people who put their lives on the line to fight alongside our military men and women to save their lives and risk their own. Guarantees we gave them, we reneged on to go get white people who in their culture in South Africa are hateful people and were pissed off because people were taking back lands they stole and tried to say they were refugees. They don't even fit the definition of a refugee, but they're allowed to come into this country and skip ahead of everybody who's been waiting for years and been promised these opportunities. And guess what? These opportunities they've been given, we don't know the full extent of it. How much money did these people receive? Or what subsidies are they going to receive? Are they going to get lands like the other ones did in the 60s, which would bypass not only black people and people of color, white people who have been here their entire lives and can't get a home? These people will get property. Many countries want to allow immigrants to come into their country and own land. You can rent it, but this country has no problem with that, which means they'll have a better life for their children than white men and women who have been fighting this entire time and existence in this country, but can't escape poverty. But they're going to take your tax dollars and give it to them, give them access to cities, mostly red states, and give them an opportunity to vote for presidents. Now, you should understand something, that an immigrant coming to this country normally takes them a year to be here and loyal to the country, paying taxes and everything of that nature, working, before they get the opportunity to even become a citizen. Then it takes 5 years after applying to be able to become a naturalized citizen of the United States, to be able to vote. Donald Trump is skipping them ahead of all these people, and through executive order, allowing these people to come in and within a short time, probably by the next election, to be able to vote for whom? The white nationalist party, of course. So they're padding their numbers with immigrants by not only giving them access to become a citizen and own land, become farmers again, and utilize the money that they made in other countries like Africa by capitalizing on apartheid and becoming wealthy farmers, bringing that money over here and instantly becoming citizens. Yeah, the South Afrikaners, because they're white, are once again doing exactly what Martin Luther King told us about and warned us about. And they say they're not racist. How do you explain kicking out brown people and allowing white people to be able to jump in front of all the people of color, the Afghans, the Africans, people who are really refugees from some type of war, escaping something like murder. They haven't proven not once that any of these people were being attacked whatsoever. They were being held responsible for their colonization and having to give up partial pieces of their land to the people they stole it from. That is war? No, that is reparations. And they get to leave the country in which they own land still, but give it all up to come to this country, and the only benefit they get is to become a citizen real quick? No. Dig a little deeper and see what they're offering these people. Because trust me, with Donald Trump, it's not just the surface. There's something beneath it. And whatever's beneath it, it's not legal, it's not good, and it's only going to benefit him and white people. Watch my words. It'll come out eventually. The news is too caught up with the fact that this plane, which he should not have and we shouldn't be talking about, it should be a definite no, but they're still up in the air with maybe it could, maybe it couldn't. If we stuck to the Constitution, it wouldn't be a conversation. But that's what they're on. And also the people coming in and moving to these red states, they really haven't gotten to the fact of what's the incentive. Please look a little deeper and stop talking about the surface, because nobody leaves their home and the wealth in which they had and the land in which they owned to come to another country to start from scratch unless they have an incentive. And just becoming a citizen to vote is not enough incentive to move. I'm just saying. I'm done.